Oh, here we go. I got the momentum just right here. Oh, look at that Superman. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it all the way through the corridor here. Whoa, I've never gotten him to turn around like that before. Introducing King Swing, a game we're making all about swinging around and parkouring solo or with friends. I wanted to make the swinging and flying around as expressive as possible, so there's several different modes for swinging with King Swing. First of all, you can just swing unmodified, and you'll see here that the physics just kind of carries him around. His momentum, his angular momentum, linear velocity, like everything like that is just impacting how he moves. But then also, you can hold down a modifier, and you can actually get him to tuck, to roll forward, roll backwards, spin side to side. There's a backward spin. I just love the way it feels, building momentum, swinging around corners like this, swinging up buildings, chaining in spins. It all feels so good. And because it's all physics driven, whenever you get the angular momentum and the swing connection just right, it just feels amazing. So here's another sideways spin, just for good measure. And what I'm going to show off next is another way I added to be expressive while swinging and doing aerials, which is tricks. So here's a Christ Air with his arms spread out like that, and coming up is another good pose, the can opener, inspired by jumping off diving boards in the summer. And then finally, the pose you saw in the intro, the Superman. And all of these poses can be combined with the spin modifier, so you can sort of make your own expressive tricks. And again, because of the physics driven nature of it, when he's doing different poses, it's affecting how fast you can spin. Like here's chaining a Christ Air with a spin, and you can see it's totally different than if we were to chain a can opener with a spin, or if we were to just do it raw. This video is sponsored by, oh, what's that? Well, us. We only have 50 subscribers. Now you know a little bit about what King Swing is about. If this seems like a game that you would play, please drop your email in the form below, and you'll be notified for a playtest and a Steam page release. You'll try some sick parkour, and it'll help us. The next best thing you can do is like and subscribe. Okay, back to the video. Okay, let's try and chain a few good swings and tricks together here. Nice Christ Air into swing there. Oh yeah, building up some good momentum here. Little wall trick. Oh, that was so sick. Boom. Nice slow-mo Christ Air there. Can opener onto the roof. All right, let's finish it off with a Superman tumble. Boom. Another great thing about King Swing is the procedurally animated parkour and swinging on the ground. You'll see you can vault onto all kinds of different objects, and depending what angle you come in at, the vault's always going to look different because the animation, again, is procedural. You can do a wall climb with wall jumps, chain together tricks on the ground, and you can even swing on bars like this. I really think it would be cool eventually to try the King Swing character in like a jungle environment, swinging on branches, outer space environment. I mean, I'm sure there's like infinite places that it would be fun to swing around, but I would love to make the bars have their own sort of like tricks where you can vault off and stuff. Yeah, you'll see us interacting with the sphere there. Pretty much any shape you could come up with, you could interact with. Here's the cone. But yeah, you're getting these cool animations off the cone. All of this is like physics and constraint based, so if you just added a new unique shape into the game, we would instantly be able to explore it and see how King Swing handles it. And another feature that exists in the game right now is a slow motion free cam, so you can catch some sweet shots and sweet tricks on your guy. So given all the tricks and expressiveness, high flyingness of the game, I thought it would be really cool to allow you to slow down. There's still some issues with the camera. I'm trying to sort out how do you control your guy properly while also controlling the camera. But as you can see, it already looks super cool. Here we're catching a falling can opener, and it just looks awesome. When I first started working on King Swing, the motivation was to see how cool of a procedurally animated parkour system I could make. I actually didn't even think of swinging originally, but once I got the parkour implemented, swinging just seemed like such a natural thing to add to the game after that. And once I did that, the movement system just started feeling great. And I mean, I even had trouble stopping myself from playing more when I was recording to make this video. But I'm so excited to share what we've been working on that, I was able to drag myself away from it. But I keep talking about this as a game, and the truth is right now it's more of a movement system. Like, all of the focus has been on making the movement feel incredible, which I think it's definitely getting there. So we're at a stage where we're starting to brainstorm and test out different ideas for the actual gameplay loop in the game. We want it to be playable solo, we want it to be playable with friends, and we want it to be really fun. So some of the stuff we're thinking about, there's the obvious things like racing, battling, even some inspiration from like the old Tony Hawk games. We're thinking about tag, we're thinking about horse, if you ever played those multiplayer modes. But then we're also thinking about some more funny story motivations for the game as well. For example, one of our best ideas right now, I think, is to have King Swing be a pizza delivery guy. And the story is he tried fighting crime, but it didn't work out. So now he's delivering pizza. And I think there's a lot of opportunity for like funny physics quirks, delivering the pizza, swinging into buildings. And there's probably a lot of funny ways to add co-op into that game loop too. For example, there's co-op opportunities, like one of you needs to be gathering ingredients from a certain part of the city and bringing them in order for you guys to be able to deliver pizzas on time. Or even more interesting is like tethering two characters together, two or more. Another option would be having such large orders of pizza that you need to carry it together while you swing around, creating crazy chaos, like trying to cooperate in that way. And ultimately, I think any of these would be really fun routes based on that story motivation. But we're still brainstorming, we're still thinking about it. The big thing is we want the main focus of the game to be swinging around, parkouring, moving, doing awesome tricks, getting style points, having a fun time on your own or with friends. So we don't really want to add in other systems like combat or other things like that because we think it would kind of distract from the core feel and what's feeling great about the game right now. So I'm really excited to get this out there and have other people try it, have people see what they think of the movement system. I'm really excited to be able to share this YouTube video and see what people think of it. Also, I just want to take a second and say, if you're still watching the video and listening to this, thank you. We're Chroma Golem. We're making games so we can game and so you can game. And we really appreciate you tuning in and taking an interest in what we're doing. At the end of the day, it's all about finding fun. And for us, like, this movement system is already super, super fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and leave you guys with about a minute of extra footage of swinging and just awesomeness. So thank you again for tuning in, and please comment if you had any ideas, any feedback, any reactions to the stuff I've been saying. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.
Perfect, he's gone. So I can now tell you about the Chroma Golem mission. Make great games for great audiences, then play those games. How about this swinging system, right? It looks really fun and you already know there's going to have to be a Chroma Golem playable character. I think when I play, I'm going to try and...
Hey, wait a second. What are you doing in here? I told these people I was gonna let them watch footage in peace. You're not disrupting their footage, are you?
Okay, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Let's go! Let's go! Here we go now.